Hi, everybody, and welcome. Glad to have you here tonight as we get ready for our shrimp scampi. This is Olive Garden's version, and I found this at Quality Foods yesterday. This is Pasta Zero, and it's the spaghetti cut. I've already got it here trying to get some of the water out of it. And it is made from the konjac root. Now, it's not tofu. Some of these things are tofu. This is shiitake made from the konjac root. So check that out. Quality Foods, $1.49. Takes 2 packs for this because they are 16 ounces total, and there's 8 ounces in a package. So check that out. We got that over there draining out right now. We're going to get a little bit of heat going in our skillet. As I mentioned, this is Olive Garden's version of shrimp scampi, but done in a very healthy way. So I got 2 tablespoons of olive oil going in. I'm going to slice half of this onion. So I'm going to cut it. How am I going to slice this? Let's see. What's my best bet to do this? I think I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to slice it down the middle like this. That's what I think I'm going to do. It took me a while to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to get rid of that outside paper and layer. And now I'm just going to slice it. That's one of the secrets to Olive Gardens. It has sliced onion rather than chopped onion. Of course, when you get down to that point, you just go ahead and cut it like this. See if I can get one last little sliver out of there. So we're going to put that in our oil. Got the heat up. And so we're going to put that in. Next.
Gwen Vaughn is watching and Daniel Bray.
Gwen, hey, Daniel, man, good to hear from all of y'all today. Glad you're here with us. We just got back from a cruise. We went to Cozumel. We're going to go to Costa Maya. And it got so dangerous in that area that we couldn't do it. So we weren't able to go to Costa Maya because they couldn't port. Here's a little lemon juice, by the way, and I did not have a fresh lemon, so I just got that out of the jar. Here's a little bit of white wine that's going in there, too. I want to tell you about this. This is a little bit of cooking wine that's going in, and this is what I use. We don't have wine at our house normally. This is white cooking wine. It's Holland House. Only 20 calories per serving. So that's probably 30, maybe 40 calories going in there total. So that's okay. That's okay for the kind of diet that we're on and the way that we try to help handle things healthily. So that's what's going on there.
Evelyn Whitworth is watching.
Who's that?
Evelyn Whitworth.
Evelyn, hey, good to have you
David
tuning in
Cash,
tonight.
Ashley
Man, David's
Gregory.
always tuning in. Ashley, yep. By the way, Ashley saw your mama yesterday. We met up in town. I think we're at CBS whenever I ran into Lori yesterday, so it was good to see her. So I got this coming to a simmer, and I'm going to cover that and let that go for a couple of minutes. Let me put some butter in there, too. I got 2 tablespoons of butter, so I want that to melt as well. Now, shrimp. Here's our shrimp. This is going to end a little later. These are like 41, 30, 36, 41. They're medium shrimp. The reason I want medium shrimp instead of big old large shrimp, because large shrimp, you have so little of them that you got to cut them up once you get them in the scampi. I want every spoonful of scampi to have a bit of shrimp in it. So every forkful, every spoonful is going to have some shrimp in it. Now here goes my Pasta Zero. My water is boiling, so I'm going to put that in. And I just want to let this get warm. That's basically all we're doing is just letting it get warm. So we're going to let that sit there for a minute. Now, while that's going on, I've got 2 tablespoons of garlic. Shrimp scampi has a lot of garlic in it. So I'm going to see if I can use Debbie's new tool here.
Ralph Willoughby is watching.
Ralph, hey, glad to have you tuning in tonight, man. It's good to see some of these folks that I haven't seen in a while.
Evelyn is her first time watching.
Evelyn, so glad to have you. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you'll make this recipe and send me a picture of it and tell me how it worked out for you, because I'm always interested to know that. Honey, I'm beginning to think that this ain't going to do as well as I thought it would, because it gets hung up down there and it won't let anything go through. It slips out. Oh.
Caitlin Collins is watching.
Caitlin, yeah, we had her mom and daddy on the cruise last week.
That's right.
Yep, Randy and Rebecca were there. They had a great time. At least if they didn't, they sure fooled me. I think they had a wonderful time. So I'm going to take that and put it off to the side here so I can rake it in. But sometimes that last little bit makes it.
Artie Ridgway is watching.
Artie, man, good to have you. Artie getting ready to race. I saw his new picture of his new ride the other day. So he's getting ready to take off when Winder Bear kicks their season off here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, Ashley, I have been very lazy and have not put away all the Christmas decorations yet.
Yeah, thanks for looking at that, Ashley. We had some friends in today, and they said, "Don't worry about it." Said we still got our Christmas decorations up too. So, of course, we went on a cruise. Now, give her a little bit of break there because we were out of town for about 10 days there during that cruise. We went to Atlanta a little early and had a chance to go meet with our granddaughter who's at Emory University, and that was fun to get to see her. We haven't seen her in quite a while, so it was good to stop by and see her while we were there.
Dylan and Rachel Kinsey.
Oh, Dylan Kinsey's watching, and Rachel, good to have y'all tuning in. All right, so we're going to put the garlic in right now. That garlic, scampi is it's so garlicky. That's one of the good things about scampi is the garlic that's in it. So we're going to let that garlic get good and soft and aromatic. That's the word I was looking for. Aromatic. Yeah, we want it to smell good. That's where I was going with that. Was it smells good.
Randall Partain is watching.
Randall, man, good to have you tuning in as well. It's good to see all these folks tuning in today. It's been a while since we've had a lot of new folks tuning in, and so it's good to see some folks that haven't tuned in a while. Hey, by the way, some things going on. That's salt. Here's a little pepper. Let me say something about the travel business. As I mentioned, we just got back and we booked that as travel agents. If you're going somewhere, let us know. We'll be happy to book it for you. Or better than that, let me throw this away right quick. Better than that, if you become a travel agent yourself, yeah, it's a home-based travel agency. It is the greatest thing ever. We save so much money doing that. Man, it's just really worthwhile. So we're going to take, so let me know if you're interested in that travel business because it is cool as it can be. Roger, glad to have you in tonight. I hope you're doing well. We got some guys that have had some real health problems, David Cash and Roger, that hopefully they're doing well and making some progress in their health issues. So I'm just gonna dice this tomato up, cut it right down the middle, get that little heart out of there. So we're going to dice that up too. I diced each half a different way, trying to figure out the best way to dice a tomato. But I think it's going to be good. So we're going to have that sitting aside for that. Now we're also going to put some asparagus in this. That's one of the things that we want is a little asparagus in this. That's one of the things that signifies that you're having an Olive Garden shrimp scampi version, yes. Is this. So we're going to put this in there. Now here's what I'm going to do.
Eddie Cloer is watching.
Who?
Eddie Cloer.
Oh, Eddie?
Cloer.
What was that first name was?
Eddie.
Eddie. Oh, Eddie. I know Eddie Cloer. My goodness. Yeah. It took me a while to figure out who you were, Eddie. I wasn't sure with Debbie explaining that to me. I wasn't sure exactly who it was. All right. So we've got all this going on. Where's my wooden spoon? And that's getting nice. Those onions are softening up just perfectly. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and put the shrimp in. So the shrimp goes in for just a couple of minutes. It doesn't take them long, especially as small as these are. They will cook in no time flat. And I also want to put the asparagus in. It's going to take a minute or two just to get soft. So we're going to put the asparagus in. We're going to wait just a minute on the tomato and the parsley and the Parmesan cheese, and that's going to round it out.
Wow.
Look how quick this is. I mean, we haven't been on 10 minutes.
You get home from work and throw this together, and it's a great meal.
It is a fantastic meal. So easy to do, so healthy. And I tell you what, you're going to enjoy this no end. Debbie's going to enjoy this. She likes shrimp scampi anyway, so she's going to really enjoy this. And she likes Olive Garden. So
yes, sir.
When it comes to Olive Garden shrimp scampi, you can't beat it. So now we wait just a minute. I'm going to put the lid back on it for just a couple of minutes.
Sharon House is watching.
Sharon, glad to have you tuning in. Man, I tell you what, a lot of new names that I haven't heard in a while tuning in. That's so good. By the way, our health program is back on sale once again. So if you've been wondering about losing weight, and I know after this cruise, I tell you what, I got a little crazy on the cruise. I put on a little poundage. So I have hopped back on program Monday morning. And I've already lost 9 pounds since Monday morning. That is just significant. So if you want to lose weight quickly, and keep it off, get with us on our program. It is so great. It's called Optavia. If you've never heard of it, it is a wonderful program. We found it kind of by hook or crook. Debbie friended someone, and all of a sudden they mentioned it. So, well, what's this all about? And I said, no way, I'm not interested. Darned if I didn't turn out being the top salesman in the nation for a while doing it. So it's turned out very well for us, and hope it'll turn out well for you too if you want to give it a try.
Artie Ridgway is watching.
Yep, Artie, you mentioned him a while ago.
Did I mention him already?
Yeah, he got his car ready to roll. Almost. I think the last time I saw it, he was putting some new sheet metal on it, getting ready for the big opening at Winder Barrow. So now we're going to pour our warmed shirataki in there, and we're going to move that around a little bit. This looks just like Olive Gardens. I mean, with the pasta and everything. Except I do think, here's one of the things I want to do, and I probably should have done this earlier. I do want to take these and clip them down. So, because those are in long strands. And let me tell you, Debbie doesn't like long stranded pasta. She's not one of those that cares anything about taking a spoon and twirling. She ain't a twirler when it comes to that kind of thing. So I'm going to cut that up into smaller sections. Should have done that before I put it in the pan, but anyway, we got it done now.
What about your tomatoes?
So now that will they'll distribute a lot better. Tomatoes are just about ready to go in. Let's find our bench scraper, and we'll pick these up and put them in. And we just want them to kind of add some color and kind of wilt just a little bit. Now, also in that, here's a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. You can't have shrimp scampi without a little Parmesan in it. So that's going to thicken things up really nicely. Look at that. Look how good that's looking. Wow. The asparagus is so bright. We're going to brighten it up even more with a couple of tablespoons of Italian flat leaf parsley. Look how pretty that Italian parsley is. So we're going to put that in there.
Looks good. Smells great.
Doesn't it look good? Smells so good. Man, this is going to be so great.
Linda Ewing is watching.
Linda, good to have you in tonight. So there we are. Oh, my goodness. I'm flipping stuff everywhere, folks. Doesn't that just look great?
It looks great.
I tell you what, I can't wait to plate this up a little bit. So let me grab you want a red plate or a pretty flowery plate tonight, honey?
Flowery plate.
Flowery plate. Okay. Reminds us of all the flowers we saw while we were in Mexico doing our thing. Look at that. Well, some of those are still kind of long, sweetie.
That's okay.
Again, this is from the konjac root. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to do a little research on it and figure out what the konjac root is. Because it's very low calorie, very low carb, and that's something you don't often get with pastas. It's low carb, and this is a great little pasta dish. Look at that. Get a little color on top. Look at that. Isn't that outstanding? That is it. That's the Olive Garden version of shrimp scampi. It's done in a very healthy way. If you hit the like button, I will send you the recipe. All you got to do is hit the like button, and I'll send you that recipe over sometime tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, we're sponsored by Quality Foods in the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Toccoa. And if you want to go anywhere, just on a hotel trip for a weekend, or if you want to fly somewhere, or if you want to go on a cruise, check me out at Yellow Hat Travels. YellowHatDude.com is where you can check me. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. See ya.